Well, thank you. This has been a great day. This is a great night, and it has been a great 4 years. I want to thank my daughter for admitting this is the first time she's ever voted for me. No, Catherine Schneiderman, it's the first time she was old enough. And she has been an incredible campaigner, incredible worker, and I could not be more proud of her. Thank you, Catherine. And to everyone who has made this possible, incredible campaign staff, incredible volunteers who have come from all over the country and all over the world. And I really have to say, this is a campaign night, but I have the most amazing group of people that I ever think have been assembled in one public law firm, working in the office of the Attorney General, who are bringing the cases, who made this happen, who made the record. So I'm glad to be here tonight celebrating with the rest of the Democratic ticket. I know Tom DiNapoli just finished speaking, Kathy Hochul and the governor. I cannot wait. Wait a couple hours. I cannot wait to get started on the next 4 years, working to keep our state moving in the right direction. And for all of my colleagues in government who have supported me, and I can't see everyone who's out there now, my mentors, my allies, my partners, thank you for your help, thank you for your support. To my home team on the West Side, thank you all. And ladies and gentlemen, to the activists who have come together in this campaign and who have backed me up every step of the way against every crazy allegation and crazy effort to distract us from the point, the people who fight to protect women's rights, to fight to protect LGBT rights, who fight good government. And I especially want to give a shout out to my brothers and sisters in labor who are my partners every day of the year. The dozens of unions, big and small, have supported me. You are my partners. You are my partners. It is called a labor movement because it is a movement. I'm proud to be a part of the movement. So let me just bring us back down to where we are here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a rough night for a lot of the causes we care about in America, but it has been a good night here in New York. This is a night of victory because in New York we are moving forward, and the obligation to carry the burden of showing what a progressive, aggressive, forward-thinking, effective state can be falls once again on the great state of New York. So let me remind you that 4 years ago, I was the first and for a long time the only Attorney General to refuse to back down from the largest financial institutions in the country. I'm happy to say that the national task force I chair has already delivered $60 billion, more than $4 billion to New York and New Yorkers. That is because whatever is happening out there in the rest of the country, in New York we are remaining true to the idea and the practical application of the principles of the United States of America. This is a good night for America in New York. I have always contended that as the people who tell the public that government is a force for good, we have to be the harshest critics of fraud and corruption in government, and I'm proud of the fact that with my great partner in justice, Tom DiNapoli, he and I started something called Operation Integrity. We've already brought cases against 50 corrupt officials and their cronies. We are going to keep New Yorkers' confidence that their public servants are there to serve them, not themselves. But the most important thing I have to say tonight is that our office has taken on the tough fights on behalf of everyday New Yorkers who want to know that someone has their back, that someone is willing to stand up to other, no matter how rich and powerful the opposition, that there is an office, that there is an agency, that there is a lawyer who will stand with them. And I'm proud that we've done that. So this is what we have to do, brothers and sisters. As things get worse in Washington, It is on us to model, to show what we can do at the state level, as New York was challenged to do over 100 years ago when the progressive movement was started in the great state of New York. We stood up with people, ordinary people, who started the movements. Please note, from the abolition movement to the women's suffrage movement to the labor movement to the civil rights movement, no elected official ever started a movement. Ordinary people standing up for themselves are what start movements, and I am proud to stand with everyday New Yorkers who have the courage to say, I'm not going to put up with this. So, Victoria Ann Boffman stood up, as tenants have all over New York, and said, I'm not going to put up with a powerful, manipulative, influential, abusive landlord, and we were able to get a recovery for her, clean this out, get the landlord out of the business, and get recovery for tenants all over New York. Because she stood up and we were there to listen. I'm proud to be here with Terry Kroll, who's tragically lost her son to prescription drugs and heroin. She came to us and stood up, and together we organized a coalition that created the only prescription drug tracking system in America that guarantees you can't get more than one prescription. We are saving thousands and thousands of lives because she stood up and we listened. And Annie Boken, a real hero, her sister was murdered for her smartphone. And Annie came to us, and together we organized and out-organized the biggest tech companies in the country, in the world, and now they're putting kill switches in every smartphone. You can cancel it like a credit card. The crime wave ends now because she spoke up and we listened. And I gotta say, and to people who are truly heroes in New York and all across America, we're here with Patricio Santiago and Chantel Walker, a car washero and a fast food worker. And as they rise, they find their voices, we listen. And we've already recovered over $18 million for 14,000 workers, and this movement is just beginning. Si se puede, si se puede, si se puede. You know, we've been saying that for a long time. It's really true. This is really happening. And we have to show in New York the success we can have, because people are looking from all over America where they've had a tough time, been a bad night for progressives, but in New York, this election has made it clear we do believe in the American ideal of equal justice under law. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the United States of America is not just a country, it's a project. It's a project in which each generation is challenged to move forward,